in your workbook? So this is
81.
lesson
81.
47, page 81. In this question, we want to complete the space. And as I said yesterday, once we have two sides are equal, so the base angle should be equal in measure. Once we have two angles are equal, so the lengths of sides are equal in length. So for the first question, BQ congruent with BT. So come here, BQ congruent with BT. So which two angles they will be congruent now? Which two angles they will be congruent now? Huh? Yes, Debo? Hmm.
Angle PQR congruent with angle PTS.
Exactly. So angle BQR congruent with the angle BTS. Very good. Let's move to the next question. Angle BQV. BQV equal or congruent with angle BVQ. So BQV. Did you see where we can stop on it? I'm going to put a sign BQV. So this angle, okay, congruent with BVQ. BVQ. Inside which triangle, grade 9? Those two angles, inside which triangle? Ahmad Magdi. Ahmad Magdi. Those two angles, inside which triangle? Ahmad Magdi.
Yes.
Those two angles, inside which
Yes, miss.
triangle, ya Ahmad? BQV and BVQ. Inside which triangle? Muhammad Yasser,
Yes, miss.
please
Yes, miss.
answer the question. Yes.
Okay. Uh, we have angle Q.
Yes, angle BQV.
Angle.
My question was those two angles lying in which triangle? BQV and BVQ.
Okay. Like the miss, you are asking that these two angles. In which triangle?
Yes, those two angles in which triangle?
In triangle B or in BQR.
In BQV.
In BQV. Sorry.
BQV. Then
BQV.
BQV equal angle BVQ. Then which two sides they will be congruent? So which two sides they will be congruent? Please answer the answer directly. Don't raise your hand. Answer. Hmm.
It
So
will be
BQ congruent
BQ
with
BR
BV.
BV
BV. I said
BV.
BQV congruent with BVQ, right? Then the length of BQ equal to or congruent with BV. Next question. If RP congruent with SP, where is RP? RP, so this side, congruent to SP, this side. They are lying in which two triangle? Huh?
Yes, I know the answer.
Yes, ya Farah, go on.
Number 13, it will be angle RSP congruent with angle SRP.
Angle, لا wait, angle PRS congruent with PSR, because both of them, Farah Mahlab, lying in which triangle ya Farah? In triangle PRS and triangle PSR.
They
So
are
we have
both lying in P.
PRS.
PRS, thank you. So we have two sides are equal in length, so the base angle should be equal in measure, which means PRS
Okay.
congruent with PSR. Okay, next question. Laura.
Yep. Yes,
TP,
miss.
TP, where is TP? TP, this side, congruent with TR. Where is TR? TR, did you see those two?
Hmm.
TP and TR lies in which two triangle? Which triangle? Sorry.
Um,
Liza?
TPR.
TPR, exactly. And which two angles they will be congruent now?
TPR.
TPR, and what's the second?
RPT.
No,
No.
we said that TP congruent with TR. Then measure of angle TPR congruent with
TRP.
TRP, right? Yes. Understood?
Hmm.
Okay. Hannah Hani, next question. Hannah Hani,
Yes,
angle
miss.
PSQ. PSQ. So this angle, okay? Congruent with SPQ. Huh? SP angle PSQ, I'm sorry, PSQ congruent with SPQ. So this one, SPQ. They are lying in which triangle? Those two angles lying in which triangle?
QSP.
QSP, very good. And which two sides they will be congruent?
SP is congruent to
SP,
PQ.
yes, SP, it will be congruent with SQ. Understood? Grade 9, understood this part? You were asking
QS
about this.
congruent
Yes,
with
Miss Sahar.
Again,
Yes.
ya Ahmed.
المفروض QS congruent with QP.
SP
مش
congruent with SQ. Now, back to the question, ya Ahmed, كده read with me. PSQ, okay? PSQ, so this angle. Okay, this angle. With SPQ, SPQ, with this angle. So,
يبقى
both
QP
equal
وSQ.
triangles, ya Ahmed. Then, BQ, it will be congruent with Q, yes, QS. So this one is QS. Yes, thank you. With QS. Okay.
Miss, can I answer?
Yes. The next question, please. Thank you. Next question. Angle PUV, Abdurrahman Khalid.
Okay.
BUV, so this angle congruent with
VU.
BVU. BVU. So this with this angle. Lying in which triangle, ya Ahmed?
and PVU.
In triangle BVU. So which means which two sides will be congruent now?
PV congruent with PU.
BV congruent with BU. Thanks so much. Thank you. Okay. So in this exercise, is there anyone still didn't understand how we can find once we have base angles are congruent, so the two sides are congruent. Once we have it, two sides are congruent, so the base angles are congruent. Okay. Let's move to the next question. A radio station set up a prize wheel. When they are out promoting their station, people spin the wheel and receive the prize that corresponding to the number of wheel stops on. The 9 triangles in the diagram are isosceles. So we have 9 isosceles triangle in this one with congruent. This word is what in your book?
Vertex.
Vertex angle. Okay. The measure of the vertex angle of a triangle 1 is 40. Then, did you see the triangle 1? Triangle 1?
Yes.
This triangle. So the measure of the vertex is 40. So what about the measure of the base angle? How we will find the measure of the base angle? Inside triangle, the sum of all sides equal 180 degrees, right? The sum of all sides equal how many? 180 degrees. So if we want to find the measure of the base angle, find the measure of the base angle. So it will be 180 minus 40 divided by 2. So the measure of the base angle equal how many, grade 9? The measure of the base angle here in triangle number
70.
1, it will be equal how many? 7.
70.
Okay. Second, explain how you know that triangle 1 is congruent to triangle 6. How we will know that triangle 1 congruent to triangle 6.
Miss, can I answer?
Yes, please.
Because they have congruent vertex angles,
We have
and
congruent
because
vertex angle, yes.
and they are corresponding.
Which one is the corresponding? Did you see all the sides, did you see the center of the figure? The center of the figure, did you see?
Mm-hmm.
All the sides from the center of the figures are what? Are what?
Have one vertex.
Are congruent, right?
Yes.
Which all
Yes.
sides here are congruent?
Yes.
And each angle here, because this is a regular figure, so each angle equal 40, 40, 40, 40. Then because two corresponding congruent sides are included congruent angles, which means two sides and included angle, which it was 40, and two sides and included angle are equal and measure. So those two triangles are congruent, right? لا مش الcongruent equal 40. He said those two triangles are congruent or not, and why? Huh? All sides of each triangle, they are congruent. By which postulate?
SAS.
SAS.
Side angle.
Side angle side. Exactly. The last question. The last question, he said, trace the price wheel, then form a triangle whose vertices are the midpoints of the bases of triangle 1 and 4 and 7. Then you will stand on the midpoint. What's the meaning of the word midpoint, grade 9?
In the middle.
I know, miss. Put the point in the center.
The middle, yes, the middle. The point
Yes.
which will divide the side into two equal parts. Okay, then we will stand on half of side 1 of triangle 1 and triangle 7 and then triangle 4. And then we will connect them. What do you notice?
It forms a triangle.
A triangle.
Equal length.
So the triangle are equal in length. So we can say here, he said, what is the type of the triangle? He said, yes, so it will be.
Miss, I have a question here.
Yes, yes.
Here, like it is equilateral triangle, but like, are we basing it on how it looks, like not numbers or?
Even
or
if you will find the lengths
angles.
of all, even if you will find the lengths of all, and when we connect the midpoint of the isosceles triangle, they will form an equilateral triangle. So once you have isosceles triangle, many isosceles triangles like this, and you will connect between the midpoints, then they will form an equilateral triangle.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Sahar.
Welcome, honey. Okay, any questions so far about this? So the transformations, we will change, or we are going to move the shape, but we will not change what? We will not change the shape. We will move the position or change the position, but we will not change the shape. يعني same side. Sorry, the second one, the first is reflection. The second is
rotation.
Translation. The second is translation, and the third is
rotation.
And the fourth is what?
Dilation.
We can say choose one word for each one transformation. Congruent or similar. If you are going to use reflection, you will the image, it will be congruent or similar.
Congruent.
Translation.
Congruent.
Rotation.
Similar.
rotation congruent,
Similar.
and dilation is similar. Okay, so we can say that in 3 transformations, they will form a new shape. It will be congruent with the original figure. Okay, congruent with the original figure. But dilation, it will give us a shape. It will be what?
Bigger or smaller?
Bigger or smaller, which means congruent or similar.
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 Not congruent.
Not congruent. Okay, then for the transformation, reflection, translation, rotation, we have to, so the image, it will be a figure congruent to the original one. But with the dilation, the new figure, it will be similar with the new one. Let's back to reflection. We can reflect any figure according to the lens, across what? With reflection. We will reflect across, yes, go on.
X-axis or Y-axis?
X-axis or Y-axis, yes. And if we want to, it seems like the figure, it's in what? In the mirror, right? So with the reflection to the figure, it seems like you are looking in a mirror. So if it's up, it will be
Yes.
down. If it's down, it will be where? Up.
Miss,
Yes,
can I add
هو we
something?
cannot reflect
Yes.
على ال y-x axis وال xy axis. هو
Could you please?
الdiagonal line اللي بيجي من على ال y axis.
This is in case if you want to reflect across x equal y, يا أحمد.
تمام.
Right? So we
Yes,
have,
yes.
if we want to reflect across x equal y, so like a diagonal passing through the origin. This is what you mean, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So with the reflection,
Miss,
if you
can I add
have,
something?
yes,
If it is if it's reflection about x-axis, we will keep x and change y. But
very
if
good.
it is on y-axis,
Yes.
we will keep y and change x.
Thank you so much, Yasima. Right. If we want to talk about reflection and we want to reflect on x-axis, for example. So first I will start with reflection. Okay, so I have x and y and I want to reflect on x-axis. So reflect on x-axis, we are going to keep x and we will change y. We are going to keep x and we will change y. So a prime, it will be, reflect on x-axis, I'm going to keep x the same, but I will change what? I will change y, it will become negative y. And vice versa. If you want to reflect on y-axis, what's gonna happen? If you want to reflect on x and y-axis,
You will keep y and change x.
yes, we will
It will
keep
be
y.
negative xy.
Very good. So I have x and y, and we want to reflect on y-axis. So reflect on y-axis. As you said, we will keep y and we will change what? And we will change x. Then b prime, it will be negative x and what? And y.
And y زي ما هي.
And y the same. Okay. I will write a question and you will tell me I want to reflect on x-axis. So a equal 3 and negative 5. And I want to reflect on x-axis, please.
Can I answer?
Who?
Ada.
No. Could you please give a chance to someone else? Noor, are you here? Noor.
Can I answer?
Okay, يا حفيلة, go on.
It will be
We want on x-axis, يا حفيلة. So a prime, it will be
3
Yes.
and 5.
3 and 5.
5.
So we want to reflect on x-axis. So we will keep x the same. It will be 3. And we will change y. So it will be equal what? Equal 5.
5.
Thank you so much.
Miss, we
Yes.
have another session now.
You have another session now? We still
Yes.
have 6 minutes. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay.